On 7. My name is Renata Samuels Cod.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kevin Mendez. Welcome to your Monday episode of Sunup on 7. Thank you so much for welcoming Renata and I into your space. Ren, let's tease them. What can they expect on today's show?
Excitement is coming in because Belcher is going to be talking about their grit project. Find out what that means for you, for entrepreneurs, for everybody in the sun. Exciting conversations. What else do we have up our sleeve?
We have the Belize Diabetes Association joining us today to bring an important conversation on awareness about diabetes.
Ooh, all that and so much more. You know how this works. Put your comments in the comment section. Make it live, interactive, fun, and respectful, of course.
Yes.
Shall we put that to the couch?
Let's put that to the couch.
That's worth looking for today. Just in time, and he's here to talk to us about writing appears on the show that we're on right now. Tell me, we're the first ones to see.
And we're going to be talking about the hush that has been happening.
The world that we see may seem that will never change. They say, but if you tear down the wall that's blinding us all, you'll see the way today. A place to call your home, a place where you can grow. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light. I've got you.
Muy buenos dias, my beautiful Sunup on 7 family. Welcome to your Monday episode. It's November 10th. Once more, thank you so much for welcoming Renata into your space. We're very excited about today's episode. Let's get started by having a look at the weather, courtesy of the Belize Met Service.
Good morning. Moist and unstable conditions linger over the country ahead of the strong cold front approaching the area. In the 24-hour forecast, skies will be mostly cloudy to overcast. Some showers, thunderstorms, and periods of moderate to heavy rain will affect most places, with a gradual increase expected for later today into tonight, especially over southern, coastal, and offshore areas. So please note that an excessive rainfall warning is in effect, as excessive rainfall has been observed mainly over the southern districts and offshore areas, and an additional 2 to 4 inches with possible higher isolated amounts are expected around the country during the next 24 hours. Residents, especially those living in flood-prone areas, are advised to monitor the weather situation carefully. Stay tuned to our forecast updates and for details on flooding from the National Hydrological Service. And then high temperatures will reach around 82 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast and inland, and then 73 degrees Fahrenheit in the mountains. For tonight, low temperatures will reach around 69 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 62 inland, and then 60 in the hills. Winds over the open sea will be from the north to northeast at 10 to 20 knots for today and higher gusts possible. Then for tonight, winds will become 15 to 25 knots from the north to northwest. And then sea conditions will be choppy to rough during today, becoming rough to very rough tonight. So please note that a small craft caution is in effect for today, and operators should exercise caution, especially near heavy showers and thunderstorms. And this will be upgraded to a small craft warning later tonight. And then low tides will occur at 8:29 this morning and at 7:10 tonight. High tides at 2:43 this afternoon and then at 1:41 tomorrow morning. The moon will set at 11:14 this morning and rise at 10:40 tonight, while sunset is at 5:17 this evening and sunrise at 5:55 tomorrow morning. And now for the extended forecast. Skies will be cloudy to overcast for Tuesday and Tuesday night. The passage of the cold front will support cool and windy conditions with possible light rain or a few showers, especially over southern coastal and offshore areas. And finally, for the tropical weather outlook. Tropical cyclone development is not expected near the country of Belize or in the region during the next couple of days. And this has been this morning's weather report from the National Meteorological Service.
And that is our
That's the
weather.
weather update. Quite a lot is taking place with the weather.
It's like you go from rough to very rough. Caution for crafts and everything to it. Like,
And a cold front coming in
with some
tonight
of the
also.
scattered showers.
All right.
Like there's a lot. I don't know. It's not normally this much, and there's a lot of details been put into
That
it
is
too
true.
as
That is
well.
true. We definitely want to encourage you to stay tuned to nms.gov.bz.
Yes.
For you to know what are weather updates. And definitely, they have like all these cautions going on, especially for boats, right? So
Yes.
it's like good to know what is out there and how you go about navigating, so that you can be safe out there if you're gonna be at sea.
Which I always appreciate. It's more than just saying that it's gonna rain or it's gonna rain or gonna shine or whatever it is. Like there's that extra level added on. It's like sometimes they even talk about the sargassum too as well. All these different things, they make sure you can't say that they weren't trying to warn you in some way, shape, or form. Of course, sometimes it's not always exactly what it said, but there's a warning that's given to you that allows you to plan your day accordingly, which I think is always important. So we should listen or pass the information on to somebody that you know this could affect their daily life or what they're doing today. So.
Yeah. Yeah, for the folks that are wondering if we're going to be having a Monday morning beef,
There's no beef today. It's
but
couch talk,
Will and I are going to
guys.
be going through our couch talk, and definitely a range of different topics that are, again, great conversation starters within the community, but also very important points for you to take note of. Before we get into that, let's check in. How are you doing today?
I am doing good, a little stuffy.
Uh-huh.
You're stuffy
I am
too
stuffy
as well.
too, yeah.
So
There's something in the air.
there's something in the air.
People
I
say
don't-
it's Monday.
it's Monday.
It's Monday in the air for sure.
Monday makes people sick a little bit for some reason. Somebody will call in sick. That's just the Monday effect. It's the Monday effect. But for me, I think it's just being a little bit from Saturday, the change of weather, or the fact that my body knows that weather's changing. My body's like, girl, I don't know. So I've been feeling a little off here and there, but pushing through, thankful, really grateful for life, God giving me another opportunity to carry out the day and be impact and make impact. So
That
that's
is
how I'm
true.
feeling. How
That
are you
is
feeling,
true.
Kev?
Grateful to be able to come to Sunup on 7, and share space with you, share space with our viewers. I think at the end of the day, grateful to have a job, grateful
Oh,
to
yeah.
share a message, connect with community, in that space today.
That is so true. Remember, for persons out there too as well, sometimes when we get tired of the job, get tired of the kids, the partner, whoever it is, the relationships and spaces, sometimes you've prayed for this, and this is an answered prayer, walking in this answered prayer. So be mindful too as well as you navigate being grateful and what you do have and what you get tired of too as well. So just reminding that, because I've been always seeing posts that, kind of hint towards people or lacking gratefulness for sometimes what they've worked so hard to get, and then like, I'm tired of this, I'm frustrated with this too as well. So there's a lot of people that don't have what you have. So I think that spirit of gratefulness and spirit of forgiveness is super, super important to have. As you navigate the day, it changes your perspective. But it's Monday.
It's Monday. Again, no Monday morning beef, but definitely we're going to go through our couch talk. We're going to get started, Ren, with news as it regards to road traffic accidents that took place this
Yes.
weekend. We can report that there were 3 accidents, and out of that, 3 persons lost their lives. The first accident was around the Central Farm area where 2 cycles crashed into each other. One person lost their
died,
life
yeah.
there. The other accident took place in Tea Kettle Village, where again 2 cycles crashed into each other. We can say that there were no deaths reported. However,
There were
big
major injuries.
that took place. And then the last one is a vehicle accident now in Ontario Village, where the car flipped and the 2 persons in the vehicle lost their lives.
You know, we've been talking for a while now. I think every year we have this conversation more or less like 5 times for the year or more because of just seeing these things. We've talked about, you know, how dangerous it is on the road. Many people propose different ideas. I know the CEO, Chester Williams for Transport, he's been trying to like, you know, kind of caution people to please drive safely, to navigate the roads properly. You know, he put out a statement this weekend, and I know some persons were commenting under it too as well, of ideas in which, or proposing ideas to help with the coordination of safety in this country. You know, it boils down to, of course, a lot of things of enforcement, but ultimately, we as citizens have to take responsibility in how we navigate the roads, the speeds that we go on, you know, the drinking that we have to ourselves. If we're going to be traversing the road and we're going to be drinking, if we have passengers, if we put all our necessary equipment, seat belts included too as well, helmets and so forth. There's a lot to be desired when it comes to how much we caution ourselves and how much we value sometimes, you know, the persons that are traveling with us and so.
Yeah.
And it's a hard situation for any family to have to think that, hey, my child didn't make it home
That is true.
last night. So there has to be a bigger conversation happening around how we navigate these streets, how enforcement happens. I know has been conversation about steeper penalties and so, but steeper penalties come with enforcement. And regardless, we'll have to see exactly how people take heed to these things too.
That's true. That's true.
But
We
definitely
extend our condolences to
condolences.
the persons that lost loved ones over this weekend as a result of road traffic accidents. You know, like it's really unfortunate because somebody's waiting for you home and they never made it home. So again, please do your best to be safe out there on the road. Renata mentioned some really helpful tips that you can practice, but definitely it starts with you, seeing how do you value yourself and how do you navigate safely.
And then check your vehicles, check your
your vehicles,
cycles
yeah.
too as well. If you're gonna go on a little trip, even if you think that this trip is just 45 minutes or so forth, you never know what can happen on the road. So check your vehicles, check your oil, check all these different things. Have emergency contacts ready, just in case something happened to as well. I think we need to be a lot more mindful when we go on the road. I think we take things for granted, Kev. Take things for granted at times. Like, oh, we're just gonna make it back. It's gonna be fine, but we never know
That is true.
what can take place.
That is
on
totally
those
true.
roads. So,
We move on to our next couch talk topic. This is good news that we can share with you as regards to the Department of the Environment receives a sargassum tracking tool. This is an investment of $190,000 that is getting supported by the government of China, Taiwan. So the National Sargassum Task Force now they have a tool that will allow them to detect and predict the motion of sargassum, which
This is so
is
amazing.
very, very important because according to the meteorology department, before this, they were just able to like vaguely predict
Yeah.
where the sargassum was gonna come, the amount, how it's gonna affect the area. But now with this tool, they're gonna be able to provide way ahead
on the
alert.
trajectory, they can be able to alert citizens, and I think that's one of the most important things that you know he was talking about. Chief Met Ronald Gordon was saying that this enhances the way we do prediction.
Yeah.
For people like Kevin was saying, if you know that sargassum is going northeast and is going towards this specific village, this specific area, so you can tell citizens way ahead of time, so they're super mindful, they can plan accordingly of their day, because some people it catches them off guard, right? And being able to plan really helps people, so it puts them in a really good place now when it comes to navigating the waters. I also think about, Kev, just enhancing the step of like having that sargassum market Why? Because if you now know like which big areas are going to be hit and what's happening, remember we have the 2 machines. So I'm just thinking about like maybe
Yeah.
navigating and say, hey, we're going to put the machines in this area because we know that Tasensa they get the most right now. We can be able to put it there.
Yeah.
And whatever markets can be open up to see, okay, this amount is coming in. So how much amount we need for this specific market, so we can be able to do a lot more predictions and estimations on what to do with the sargassum. So I think it really gives us a step up, and it's a
Definitely.
better planning, strategizing mechanism for us moving forward.
Yeah. So let's see how this will get applied, and of course, the positive changes that will bring into the community. Ren, let's move on to our next Couch Talk topic, and this is the story of Anna Wallace, who is a resident of Belize City, and it's an unfortunate situation where she's trapped at home, surrounded by water. According to her, this water in
been
her
for
house from September, and now with this flood, she also has crocodiles in her surrounding.
Crocodiles, by the way, plural, because it's not just one little guy. You know, to the point where she saw one and they have the picture captured where
Yeah.
he's right at the front door, like at the cement block at the front door. She's so scared for her life to be able to come out because, you know, it's not just like if you come out and you can walk on top of something. Like when she comes out,
Yeah.
she's literally knee deep, like so far in with this water.
Yeah.
This is the picture I was talking to you guys about. This is how close they get sometimes. They're just swimming around. I can't even imagine wondering, like even if you get out, right? Trying to go back in, say like you try to go back in, you don't know where they are, what
Yeah.
can happen to
Yeah.
as well.
For me, like it's just, it breaks my heart to see the conditions in which this lady is living. Right, you can see the house, the quality of it, surrounded by all this water.
They don't have no
There's a lot of
drainage.
garbage. Yeah, so like you're asking, okay, so like what is the possible reason for this? She's saying there's no drainage in the area. This has been this way since September, and she's calling for anybody to be able to assist her in draining the water if there's anything,
If there is like, if they
moving
could
the
remove the
crocodile.
crocodiles too as well.
Also, so according to Air Representative Mr. Cordell Hyde, he's going to be able to assist her. He did not really say how, but he's going to be reaching out to Miss Anna Wallace to be able to provide some level of assistance. But my gosh.
Yeah, as you can see them, they're just floating around. I can't, Kev. I can't. Like, I respect nature. We've had enough conversations about crocodiles on this show to understand that, like, you don't mess with them.
Yeah.
They don't want to mess with you. But, like, if this is your house, how you could expect for now kind of indirectly mess with this somewhere or another? And I can't imagine they get a crocodile bite. Big or small, it no matter, like, a crocodile bite, that crocodile bite. Point blank, period. And then they have this dirty water too as well. So imagine you get
It's
crocodile
so
like this dirty
unsanitary.
water. This,
I think
my
about,
mind got at the worst now. Real quick, my mind got at the worst for that thing now. It's really sad, and it's really unfortunate, like you mentioned, that people have to be living in these conditions. It's November. Please understand, it's November. September, she has this water here. So I can't even imagine, we kind of settle in this water because it was floating water. I think about mosquito, I think about all of this stuff there. We used to settle because of this water here.
Yeah.
But like she said, one of the things, and I look at that too as well, is just drainage in these areas of where does the water settle. We don't know below sea level. So the water have to go somewhere, it have to run off somewhere. And it's obviously running off in her area. So
Yeah.
whether it be sand, I do definitely know that they need to remove the crocodiles, but filling up the area too as well so she can have a better way to walk out. It's something that really needs to get done, man. If I feel for her to not be safe in your own home. A home is supposed to be a space that you can feel at ease. Imagine you stressed and you can't even come out of your own home.
Yeah. So let's see how she's supported. And if there's any way how you can support her, also you can reach out to them, Miss Anna Wallace, and I'm sure she will be grateful for whatever assistance is provided. Ren, let's move on to our next Couch Talk topic. And last week we talked about various flights are canceled in the U.S. as regards to the government shutdown. There's about 40 airports that have shut down flights. And the question here is, how will this affect Belize? Will it affect it even? The answer is yes.
Yes, 100%.
It will
yes.
affect-
I don't know how
yeah.
anybody could feel like this would not. Because I've heard people say, that's for their states, people over there, that's their issue. I mean, even the
Yeah.
fly out the states. What about so much people that try to reach into Belize? Like,
Yeah.
the reality is, States is the normal hub that people have to pass through to go to the Caribbean, to go to anywhere. You have to pass through the States at some point in time. And if you're trafficking or you're flying through those specific airports, cancellations,
yeah.
and imagine, you know the connecting flight, Kev. You know the straight. I'm sure people, if you don't know your here story at the
Yeah.
connecting flight, we'll have maybe 2 or 3 connecting flights because you went somewhere far. Or even to Belize sometimes, because flying to Belize could be really a
Yeah.
lot of stress. You go there, this one cancel, then that next one get canceled. It's a cost for persons. But I also think beyond just the person aspect, goods that are shipped into the country, we don't have enough conversations about that, where, you know, people are bringing in items. Christmas is coming right around the corner. How much business owners order
Yeah.
stuff feel?
Yeah. So one thing that is explored is how this affect the tourism industry. We know that Belize, during this time of the year, is the high tourist season.
Yeah.
And in a conversation with representative of BTIA, he said, in one way or another, it's gonna affect the tourism industry, especially people in the hotel industry, as regards to providing accommodations. They're unsure as to like what the quantity of people coming in, you know, how much is going to get reduced. But definitely saying it's important for us to like stay tuned to what's happening
Be
in the
alert,
US
very much.
and how much this is going to be affecting Belize and the tourism industry. But definitely, as Mr. Perez mentioned, you know, like whatever happens in the US is going to be affecting.
It always trickles down to our country, whether we like it or not. When
Yeah.
we have to just be mindful. I also, just again, public announcement for persons seeing what's happening out there and ordering things from different entrepreneurs. Do expect possibly a delay too as well, because again, with these flights and everything, that the cargo and everything that's coming through,
Yeah.
it might not be happening. I literally know there was a shipment delay for a coworker of mine too as well. So like these little things happen often. And we have to have a level of grace, understanding things that were supposed to come in a week could come 3 weeks to a month.
Yeah.
What happens there? So just stay alert. Stay alert.
Yeah. But bringing back the conversation to the tourism industry, what the representative of BTA had to share, or he reflected upon the situation, is that there's a need for Belize to like diversify who is coming to Belize. They say like a lot of the percentage of tourists that come to Belize are from the US.
Yeah.
They're saying it's important for us to now be able to connect with Central America, Latin America, and other areas, or seeing how can we diversify people that come into the country. Because again, seeing how vulnerable and how much we're connected to the US, they're saying we need to find other areas.
But
so
even
not
with
heavily
finding the
dependent
next
on that.
areas, we have to find direct flights. I think that is
Yeah.
the big issue. Because Kev, I've flown to Panama, and I had to go through the US to go to Panama, and most of it, I don't remember much flights that you don't have to go through the US. At least one flight through the US, even if you're doing Central America.
Yeah.
There's rarely those direct flights too as well. And if you do have direct flights, it's like for 2 days in the week, maybe like a Friday or a Tuesday or
Yeah.
something like that with Copa.
Yeah.
So I understand that completely, but we also have to look at the reality. Central America, Caribbean, England, and all these places in the Europe and so forth, they have to fly through the
Yeah.
US at some point in time. So it's maybe now approaching the conversation of direct flights. How do we lobby for these things? What is the different steps that we can take? And I know that they have been trying to work towards it, but seeing what's happening now, it should be a push to get
Yeah.
these things done.
Yeah. So we move on to our next couch
we
talk
move
topic,
on to
Ren.
our next couch topic.
So yesterday, the government of Belize announced that non-essential government vehicles are going to be off the road as of 7 p.m. So this is in a manner of controlling the number of government vehicles that are getting used. Without like any, I guess, proper motive of it. So what was shared is that this is the first phase where approximately 50 vehicles from 6 ministries were again shut down as of 7 p.m. They say like part of this process is that every week they're going to be adding more vehicles and different ministries till the entire government basically will go through this as of Friday 7 p.m. Non-essential vehicles will not be on the road, which is good in terms of like cost saving.
There's a lot of people who go joyride in these vehicles too as well. So I think it really helps for them to save money, to not cause any kind of conflict of interest, some kind of issue happening, because we've seen it before where people go across such a mile sometimes with the government vehicles. We do note that these are for non-essential government vehicles too, as also the ones that are for ministries that need to have that contact, and that those
Yeah.
wheels going, they will be able to still have it. But I think this is a good step into proper transparency, accountability, allowing persons to utilize resources the way they're supposed to utilize resources, and not doing anything here, there, and everywhere too as well. Like Kevin mentioned, it's a rollout, so they're gonna be seeing exactly. There's a lot of government vehicles, so you have to start off small and then try to like add along the way. So we're gonna see how that works out when it comes to trying to keep cars locked up for the time period until we can go back to work on Monday.
Yeah. And our last couch talk topic is showing a series of marketing strategies that people are now using, right?
I love Belize, and
Yeah.
I love how we evolve when it comes to marketing. Because back in the days, it was more like flyers, even commercials and so forth. People have been using it, but like TikTok videos, short to the point, and they have trends with it too as well. So we're looking now at these marketers. I'm sure you guys. My husband actually was telling me about this one. He's like, babe, you need to see the videos from Lotus and everything that's happening here. But this is one of the TikTokers that's been doing a great job. I'm not sure if they're gonna play the volume for it, but just showcasing how we can change and evolve the way we do marketing to us,
Yeah.
and sometimes how trends happen that can really allow for persons to come and see what's happening at a specific location. So I know this one specifically, Mr. Handsome, another Mr. Handsome, not the not the Mr. Handsome that you guys
Right.
know, but another one. They were engaging in
Yeah.
Punta, and he mentioned that selling or marketing the cologne that he had and engaging in Punta and everything too as well. He actually saw a boost in sales, a boost in persons coming in to like actually see where he was located.
That is true. That is true. Like I've seen the statistics for those videos, and there's like more than
It's the new
1,000,
trend in social
2,000
media
people
marketing.
engaging in
TikTok
these
videos,
and liking
making
them and
catchy,
sharing
funny
it.
sales
So definitely
prices
talks
to
about
customers.
how people are evolving in their marketing strategies. Now it's also like cheaper to be able to market this way, right?
And comedy sells.
And comedy sells. I agree.
People
I agree.
need a good laugh. Like even if you don't eck yourself, people don't understand the currency that comes with ecking yourself and being able to attract persons from it.
Yeah.
Because people will want to share, and with more shares, you will land on a person here. I love how he's just ready to punt.
He
and know
just
what-
ready to punta. I love it. I love it.
But I love people just having fun too as well. Like, yes, enjoy yourself. For others out there, they can go and market and check out what's happening too as well for them.
So, folks, with that, we come to the end of our couch talk. We want to say thank you so much for joining us. We have one more topic to go
We
through.
have one more little video to show. So, guys, we have a video to showcase with you guys for another joke of the day to just make you laugh. We can't
Okay.
play the audio, unfortunately, because it's a little bit out there. But we're having coffee rap battles between Jules
Jules.
Vasquez
And the PM.
and the Prime Minister, John Briceño.
Yeah, so if you want to check it out, you can find it on Instagram, and there's the link. But yeah, I have not seen it, so
I have not fully seen it too as well. It's a little bit hilarious the way how they have to like rap against each other, and like the Prime Minister is telling him about how he runs his mouth and blah blah blah, etc. And so it's just a little bit of fun. And what I can say as well is that yes, there's a million and one things going off in the country with how we look and navigate things, but it's always also great to have a laughter here and there, to make light of some serious situations because of needing that light in conversation. So I'm glad when people make these kind of little videos or when they make little things like this, because it just gives people just a little laughter with all the stresses that are going on to
That
us.
is
And
true.
sometimes people don't know how much laughter really is medicine for the soul, really helps you to just keep going in your day when you feel really bummed out. So if you guys can't have a chance,
humor, yeah.
there are some PG-13 words there, so be mindful for the kiddies that are going to be watching. So I'm giving you that spoiler right now, so let's be mindful. But adults, you can go and listen if you'd like to listen to as well.
Yeah. So, folks, again, with that, we come to the end of our couch talk. We have a beautiful sunrise to share with you. And this sunrise is all the way from Placencia. Look at it, Ren.
Ooh. And you watch it, no sarcasm.
No sarcasm. Yeah,
Beautiful. That is really beautiful.
definitely.
I love God paints the skies and everything. So with that, guys, we're going to go to our first commercial break. We have a range of different great conversations to look at.
Yeah.
Coltech's going to be coming in talking about their sales and promotions store-wide and all the great things that you need to know about. We also have Beltrade coming in to talk about the GRIT project. Find out what that really means for you as citizens, for entrepreneurs out there. And of course, the Belize Diabetes Association is going to be talking about such a very important topic, something that we see many people losing their lives to. Diabetes. So make sure you stay tuned for that conversation. We'll be right back.
Hi, have you heard about the expungement of criminal records? Well, as of August 1st, 2024, the Criminal Records Rehabilitation of Offenders Act allows for you to apply to have certain criminal charges permanently erased from your record. Isn't that amazing?
So, what makes you eligible to apply for expungement? The offense must qualify for expungement based on Schedule 2 and 3 of the law. You must meet the applicable rehabilitation period. This is the time period you must wait before you can apply. The applicant must not have any outstanding matters or have had any other convictions during the rehabilitation period. You can qualify for automatic expungement for certain first-time drug offenses, as well as COVID-related offenses. So, what are the benefits of expungement? Well, it broadens employment and educational opportunities that a criminal record would normally hinder.
It gives you a peace of mind away from the stigma of having a criminal conviction and provides you with access to services that may be otherwise restricted.
If you have a past criminal conviction, here's what you can do to get it expunged. First, verify if you qualify for expungement. Then, prepare the application package. Each package consists of 2 forms. Applications are available countrywide. You then make a non-refundable payment of $100 at your nearest Treasury Department and finally submit the package and payment receipt to any Ministry of Human Development office countrywide. Note, applicants will receive a notification within 90 days to see if their application was approved or denied. So, if you are interested, visit any Human Development office countrywide, any magistrate court, or the Ministry of Home Affairs office in Belmopan. For more information, you can call 227-2716 or you can WhatsApp 613-0343.
These charter means aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening. Good evening. I'm Cherie Tulsell, and here's what's ahead for you on 7 News tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craft.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss. Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
My beautiful people, welcome back to your Monday episode. Ren and I are very excited about this conversation because we have our friends from Poltech joining us today. They're here to talk about their upcoming special events in November, what deals you can expect. On our couch, we have Hector Molina, Senior Marketing and Communications Executive. Hector, good morning.
Good morning.
How is your Monday energy?
Well, right now low.
Right now, low. Okay.
But we should bump it up eventually.
Definitely.
You know, with the
Monday
conversation.
and
With the
it's-
conversation.
It's got a
That's
cool
true.
time.
That is true. And we also have Janelle Flowers joining us. Janelle, you are the marketing representative at Poltech also. How is
Yeah.
your Monday energy?
Same.
Same?
As Hector.
Okay, all right.
The honesty, I always
Yes.
appreciate honesty, guys,
Yeah.
because it's Monday, it's a cool day. You're trying to get yourself there.
Yeah, and also the weather, right? Probably it's the weather.
Yeah, I think the weather.
What it
Yeah.
caused, like, a lot of
Yeah.
one. But the excitement
The
does come with what you guys
Mhm.
say. So that will probably like bump people's spirits and be like, ooh, okay, these are the deals and
That is
promotions.
true.
Right.
Tell me what Foltech has in store for persons this time around.
Yeah, sure. So, well, first of all, like the main thing that we came to share today is about our 19% off store-wide.
Oh,
So
wow.
Again, the 19, right? So for this weekend here, you could get 19% off store-wide.
Wow.
That means you could, get some massive savings on your laptop, your printer, all your technology essentials that you would need either for home, for business, for student, at Full Tech Systems Limited. And this applies to or Belize City store or Belmopan store or purchases online. So if
Okay.
you're looking to get a tech upgrade, that right now is the perfect time. However, the discount for inks and toners, which is something different, that is just 7% off. But anything
Okay.
else you could get, or anything that is not on sale, you get that 19%
19.
off.
Oh, nice.
Right?
And it's
So-
this weekend, you're saying?
Yeah, it's this weekend here. So Saturday, we're open from 9 up to 1 o'clock. So you have that 4 hours to come in, do your purchase. Or again, you
Do
could...
online store too?
Online, yeah. You could check out online. And, through WhatsApp or you could request a quote through our website or what's not. And, get those deals. You could, request a quote from now so you could know how
That's,
much it
good
costs.
advice.
Or start do some, and then
Right.
afterwards
Budget
realize how
in,
much it is saved to at the end of the day. And we already have some people, because we actually posted it last week, Friday. This Friday here, we
Okay.
had posted it online. And you already have people, inquiring about printers, like the Epson EcoTank printers that that are popular.
Printers are a thing, I feel like for kids, like parents out there, this is a great deal. Printers are needed in a time like this because for students, for
Yeah.
school and everything, even for teachers,
Yeah.
printers are needed.
Yeah, actually, I print out, like, for example, this is something completely different, but I print out, like, schoolwork for my kids every Saturday and Sunday, just to, like, a little activities.
Oh, that's
Like,
nice.
for example, for my
Smart
daughter
idea
who's
too.
4, I print out some stuff, like, to trace, to color. For my son who's a little bit older,
There you
I print
go.
out, like, math work. And then I have, like, an X copy, which is with the actual answers of math, multiplication, different stuff like that, just to keep them always having that productivity session for the weekend, and then afterwards you could do whatever you want,
Yeah.
Right,
See, you
afterwards.
really could, you don't have to just be for school. It could be family time. It could be things for them for learning your own aspect there. Like you could do different little things with the printer.
That is true.
So,
That is true. So there's a 19% discount that people can expect this weekend. We know that there's a 3-day sale coming up too.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about
I'll
it?
have
Yes.
Janelle.
Go ahead, Janelle.
So we have our tech Gone Well deal. It's the weekend we known as Black
Black
Friday.
Friday.
It's the 28th, 30th, and the 1st, which is also known as Cyber Monday. We will have up to 50% off selected
Wow.
items.
Okay.
my goodness.
Yes.
And
So,
yeah, lots of deal. Continue, sorry.
yes.
You get
So-
no, you're saying? No, you get
I get it. No.
Yeah, so for those who missed the 19th, you can always check out the 3-day sale and take advantage of that sale,
Will
Really-
there be
really-
anything to? Because I know you said on selected items. Is it gonna? Because I know you guys post too as well, very
Right.
well. Will there be the items or more or less the kind of items that could be on sale for people to like plan ahead? Because they could never plan too much ahead, you know.
So, well, actually, I'm glad that you asked that because we'll actually release a flyer that has, like, for example, top items that people look for.
Right.
For example, just to give a hint, software, Microsoft 365 is going to be on a special, right? I could tell you off the bat, we have office chairs that are going to be also on special. So it's not your typical 20%. It could be a bit more than that, right? 30 up to 50% off.
Right.
Some items will be up to 70+% off. So it's going to be big savings. You know, your keyboards, your mouse, your headset,
Smart cameras.
your smart cameras. On
Right.
smart cameras, we're gonna have some crazy deals too as well.
Yes.
Just again giving some hint. But the flyer, the flyer will officially be released sometime next week. Or probably this Saturday here, just to give, again, like you said, people just know what exactly is going to come up. So you could, okay, you know what, I'm going to need a camera, and I'll wait until that day. We'll have printers, like again, we're talking about printers because those are our main,
No, it's one of those must get.
Yeah.
Right. So as well, for anybody really, you need to print something here and there. So excellent. Question, I just realized is, if you guys post a flyer for this week, it's payday for a lot of people this week. So then you have to just put aside that money one time. You see my vision?
Planning, budgeting.
Yeah.
Yes, see? I love this.
Especially around the Christmas time, people want to budget, plan ahead.
True. It's a good gift for yourself. Because you guys remember, you could treat yourself. No, it doesn't have to be somebody. If you know you need this item, treat yourself too as well.
Right.
But of course, if you know some persons need, please also share the information so they can be able to take advantage of this really amazing offer too.
And just to add to, by the way, one of the exciting things about this weekend too as well is that we're already starting distribution for our Christmas raffle. We have some wonderful prizes.
Yes.
So besides you're going to go and you're going to save on, again, your purchase, 19% off on select items. You also get tickets for our Christmas raffle, which we have some wonderful prizes, by the way. We have a nice PC set. We haven't released the actual raffle flyer as yet, but we should release it. We'll just let you guys know that that is part of as well. You know, every $50 get you a chance to win. And again, we have, especially like, for example, 19, if you like systems, if you like songs, or for Christmas as well, there's a nice song system that's going to be in the raffle too as well.
And for those who want to get those nice JBL, we just got in.
Okay.
So you can blast those 19th music, those Christmas music.
Perfect. So those are just so this weekend they would be on a 90% sale too as well.
Correct.
Guys.
All right.
You know, go have one Punta Fest walking right around the street. Because you know people do the lead things sometimes.
Right.
Have your own Punta Fest. Randomly dance to Punta Cave.
That is
randomly.
true. Yeah.
And next week is going to be short, you know, so...
right.
Oh, it's because the holidays.
Holidays on a Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, for now, you could at least get some of your deals and then, you know, relax off next week, right?
That is true. And then, of course, like, they know in the case they didn't get what they wanted or they're looking for something else, they can check for the 3-day sale that's coming up beginning of the month too as well. They can get their stuff there too. Or you could do both. If you want to split it up. You could do both.
Yeah. If you don't have, I mean, or you're just planning to get certain items now and then later on, I mean, it's a wonderful time to do so. And again, you get into the raffle and you know, it's funny, some of the customers that have won previous raffles are the people that don't want to fill in their tickets. We actually fill tickets for customers, you know.
Oh, wow.
Majority of the time, like, for example, we have people that, for example, you buy a laptop that's probably about, 20, I don't know how much tickets, but maybe you don't want to sit on there. And
there you go. All right.
We just get your name, your phone number, the invoice number, and we print it off and we take a picture and we send it to you. As well, we do that for customers that are purchasing online, right? Because I mean, maybe you're from San Pedro, maybe you're from you know, out district, and you just want to make sure that, well, we send it because, again, we let you see that you're actually filling your tickets.
Right.
And it's your luck at the end of the day, right?
And you have enough time to get those tickets in. This run from November 15th.
So it starts now, like officially now. Once you go into the store, spend $50.
No, it's going to start the 15th.
November.
Yeah.
We know
until Christmas Eve.
Yeah, normally we do it for the month of December, like every purchase within December, but we decided, you know what, we just, you have to come in for the 5th.
Yes. It makes sense with all the deals.
Yeah.
People are buying.
I get your tickets one time too as well.
Okay, so you get discounts, but you also get to participate in the raffle through your purchases that you do at full time.
Yeah, every
all right. Hector, so we talked already about the 19% off, the 3-day sale. Anything else that is very...
Yes.
What's that, Janelle?
So we have our deals of the week that comes out every Friday.
Okay.
These are items that are up to 15% off.
Mm.
And these are also items you can add to your to the December raffle. Yeah, so we have deals and deals. We also have our flash sale that drops every Thursday. They're 2 days sale.
Oh.
And yes, look out for them and take advantage of these sales.
To add what Janelle is saying, actually the flash sales that we do, every Thursday we release them, and it's only for Fridays and Saturdays. It's a 2 days sale, right?
Gotcha.
The flash sales are almost, you could think about it like Black Friday. They're literally some items at 50% off.
Right.
And it's just for that limited time. So we release it
quick.
It's to really create that customer interest, and people are already accustomed to it. But again, we just have to mention it because if you didn't know, now you know, right?
That is true. That is
and then
true.
you plan yourself here. Do the following and make sure they see first too as well. So when you want to post it, I could get this thing one time.
Yeah, put your notifications from Full Tech so you can know when those deals.
Every Friday deals are
Thursday and Friday.
on our Facebook and Instagram page.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And we have a WhatsApp group too as well that if you want to join, you could WhatsApp me at 610-1260. So I just want to repeat it again, 610-1260 if you want to join our WhatsApp group. There we post the promotions and giveaways, raffles, everything that we do before we post it on social media.
Look at that.
So like, for example, the people that are in the group already knew about the 19 sale before we actually posted it, and they should also have access first to the deals that we are going to release. Right? So that is some of the benefits if you want to join the WhatsApp group, right?
I already put the number in the chat for persons there that are want to be excited and everything. Just message the number and then you can be able to be joined. You can join.
Take advantage of the deals.
Take advantage of the deals, guys. And even if it's not directly for you, you can look at the stuff and tell people that you know will benefit from the deals too as well. So like,
well, we have early Christmas gifts too, because we have like smart watches, we have earbuds that are cool. Literally, I mean, you could get headsets. I mean, we have a whole bunch of stuff too as well. I mean, it's not just your regular office equipment. We also have
gifts for everyone.
Yeah.
So they have something for every single person.
They
Do not waste
definitely
the time, guys. Make sure you're following Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you put your notifications on. And let's take advantage of all the excitement that Full Tech is offering for persons, and make sure they're raffle. Raffle start the 15th of November.
15th.
For $50, every purchase you get a ticket. The more I buy, the more I quit. And all the good stuff are going to be posted to us all. But thank you guys so much. I hope the Monday spirit's a little bit lifted. I know the people in there said, I need to win something.
That is true. They're looking forward to what they're going to win.
So again, this is for Full Tech, for persons that are asking. They're the ones that are doing all the goodies right now. So message in 610-1260 if you want to be a part of the WhatsApp group too as well to be updated. And let's see what happened. This Saturday, they're doing a 90% off sale. That's from what time to what time?
So it's from 9 until 1 p.m. So you got 4 hours. Besides that, I mean, you never know. You're going to have something else, maybe that's more adding value to the Saturday. So just drop by and you're going to see, right? I can't give everything right now.
That's true. That's true. And stay tuned to your social media platforms to know what are those deals.
On social media, they'll know exactly what's coming.
All right.
So with that, guys, we're going to go to our next commercial break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Yeah, let's do it.
Boy, Junior, put on your shoes, boy. We're going to Mikado right now.
Again, Granny? What you so now? A tent?
Watch your mouth, boy. The Garifuna Settlement Day sale, November 14th to the 19th. That's 6 full days of savings, only the Mikado.
Okay, Gran. What else happened so then?
Child, then got green tag sale. 50% off selected items. And then they got 10 to 20% off store-wide. And that include the new stock that just reached too. They got curtains, cushion covers, home decor, and 3D wallpaper. And it's so pretty, Junior.
Oh, Bim. Alright, you do a little shopping then.
Huh, boy, try for me. Grab me purse with a red Mikado today.
Mikado is celebrating Garifuna heritage with its annual Garifuna Settlement Day sale, embracing community, tradition, and color. Join us from November 14th to the 19th at Mikado, 37 Albert Street, downtown Belize City. Mikado, the textile palace, famous for better prices.
This Christmas, get into the joy with Uno. Imagine winning a shiny motorcycle, a brand new TV, a brand new fan, or grocery coupons to make your holiday shopping easier. The surprises keep coming. All you have to do is visit Uno, and for every $25 on fuel, you'll get a coupon. Fill out and participate. Get one coupon for each quart of Uno lubricants or 2 for a gallon. Visit your nearest Uno gas station today. Fill your tank and drive into Christmas cheer with Uno. Uno gas stations.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Hi, have you heard about the expungement of criminal records? Well, as of August 1st, 2024, the Criminal Records Rehabilitation of Offenders Act allows for you to apply to have certain criminal charges permanently erased from your record. Isn't that amazing?
So, what makes you eligible to apply for expungement? The offense must qualify for expungement based on Schedule 2 and 3 of the law. You must meet the applicable rehabilitation period. This is the time period you must wait before you can apply. The applicant must not have any outstanding matters or have had any other convictions during the rehabilitation period. You can qualify for automatic expungement for certain first-time drug offenses, as well as COVID-related offenses. So, what are the benefits of expungement? Well, it broadens employment and educational opportunities that a criminal record would normally hinder.
It gives you a peace of mind away from the stigma of having a criminal conviction and provides you with access to services that may be otherwise restricted.
If you have a past criminal conviction, here's what you can do to get it expunged. First, verify if you qualify for expungement. Then, prepare the application package. Each package consists of 2 forms. Applications are available countrywide. You then make a non-refundable payment of $100 at your nearest Treasury Department and finally submit the package and payment receipt to any Ministry of Human Development office countrywide. Note, applicants will receive a notification within 90 days to see if their application was approved or denied. So, if you are interested, visit any Human Development office countrywide, any magistrate court, or the Ministry of Home Affairs office in Belmopan. For more information, you can call 227-2716 or you can WhatsApp 613-0343.
Boy, Junior, put on your shoes, boy. We're going to Mikado right now.
Again, Granny? What you so now? A tent?
Watch your mouth, boy. The Garifuna Settlement Day sale, November 14th to the 19th. That's 6 full days of savings, only the Mikado.
Okay, Gran, what else happened so then?
Child, then got green tag sale, 50% off selected items. And then they got 10 to 20% off store-wide. And that include the new stock that just reached too. They got curtains, cushion covers, home decor, and 3D wallpaper. And it's so pretty, Junior.
Oh, Bim. Alright, you do a little shopping then.
Huh, boy, try for me. Grab me purse with a red Mikado today.
Mikado is celebrating Garifuna heritage with its annual Garifuna Settlement Day sale, embracing community, tradition, and color. Join us from November 14th to the 19th at Mikado, 37 Albert Street, downtown Belize City. Mikado, the textile palace, famous for better prices.
This Christmas, get into the joy with Uno. Imagine winning a shiny motorcycle, a brand new TV, a brand new fan, or grocery coupons to make your holiday shopping easier. The surprises keep coming. All you have to do is visit Uno, and for every $25 on fuel, you'll get a coupon. Fill out and participate. Get 1 coupon for each quart of Uno lubricants or 2 for a gallon. Visit your nearest Uno gas station today. Fill your tank and drive into Christmas cheer with Uno. Uno gas stations.
Welcome to the V Department Store.
What's up, Boozillas? We are back. We just had a really exciting conversation with Full Tech Systems talking about all the great excitement they're bringing for the 19th and beyond too as well. Check out their Facebook page and their Instagram page. We also put the WhatsApp number or the number that you can message to get up and be a part of their WhatsApp group in the chat. And of course, there's excitement for you if you be able to do that. But we're moving into something of a giveaway because, you know, we like give away free things. It is the season to be giving.
That is true.
It's coming up. It's always a season to be giving away things. And Best Fit Pharmacy gave us a really cute goodie bag for you guys out there with pharmacist stuff. Like, these are the vitamins and everything you need. We have a cute t-shirt in there and all of that. So we have an easy question.
Yeah.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy like Monday morning.
It's very, very easy.
Very, very easy. Where is Best Fit Pharmacy located?
Yeah.
Where are they located?
Yeah, and the first person to put the correct answer on the Facebook Live gets to take this beautiful package. And I just want to say thank you so much to Best Fit Pharmacy for their kindness and leaving this gift for one of our viewers. So we're going to be tuned to our Facebook Live to see who gets it right. And you can get it for sure.
Yeah, so we're going to be tuning in. Kevin, I have a question.
What is that?
Tell me, what has been your secret when you feel pain and you want to feel better? What do you do?
Feel pain? Like which kind of pain?
Like back pain.
Okay.
And then or do you have anything for like stomach pain and stuff like that too? So those two.
So like, I mean, but part of like training and working out, you know, like your muscles get sore. So one of the things that I'm doing now, for one, is drinking plenty of water.
Of course.
That's very important.
I'm gonna drink some right now.
The next thing is drinking magnesium. Magnesium also like helps with like muscle soreness. It also helps with like recovery and good bone health. But if all of that fails, then you can go to the Mayan secret, you know?
And he is a Mayan man, and he's a mestizo man, so he got that Mayan secret in his blood
and
too.
that really, really
Maybe
helps.
work better for you because you have Mayan blood in you. Ever think about that?
I never
I
did
don't
think
know.
about it.
I'm just like putting 3 and 7 together, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to make a 10.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm thinking about that. Oh, you know what I just learned about?
What is that?
I just learned the other day of a remedy, and this is from Miss Diana. She was telling me, for people that are having trouble sleeping, what you can do is get cloves. You soak the cloves, and you also put some cinnamon in there and everything. You can put your little honey, and at night, you can drink that like maybe 20 minutes or so before you go to bed, and it really helps you not to only go to sleep, but to stay asleep longer too. So Brandon,
Right.
I think Brandon was trying it the other day, and it was working for him too as well. But yeah, so for people that are having trouble sleeping or staying asleep, try using some cloves. You soak the cloves, and then after that, you add some cinnamon to it, and you drink it like it's tea.
Okay.
And very nice way, natural way to help you to
That
go to
sounds
sleep.
like Miss Diana.
It's Miss Diana that
Yeah.
That's some remedy, right? Yeah. That's the remedy.
Sounds like a Miss Diana remedy.
It
yeah.
is, and I haven't worked it, but I know B has,
Yeah.
and you know she swears by it too as well. She uses it.
So the correct answer of the location of Best Fit Pharmacy is number 2, Park Street, Orange Walk, Town.
Ooh.
Yeah. So Melissa Miralda got it right.
Big up yourself.
So congratulations. We can reach out to you to make that arrangement for you to be able to receive your package.
Yeah, I love this for you guys. Remember to be taking your vitamins, to be taking your minerals, to be taking everything that you need to take to make sure your body is functioning the way it's supposed to be functioning. As we get older, and even when we're young too as well, you have to make sure your body is developing and growing the way it's supposed to.
That is true.
Sometimes you need the added boost. The foods we're eating, the truth is the foods we're eating are not as nutritious as we want them to be. Like back in the day, there's a lot of preservatives and stuff added to them. So sometimes we have to kind of like build back and get that added nutrients from other, whether it be the vitamins and minerals and or coconut water, whatever it is, put it back to your body because trust me, you're using it or you're losing or you're not even getting it in the first place. So let's remember that to be growing big and strong.
Yeah.
So
with that, we're going to go to our next commercial break. When we're back, we continue with great conversations on Sunup on 7.
Yes, stay tuned, Boozillers.
Boy, Junior, put on your shoes, boy. We're going to Mikado right now.
Again, Granny? What you so now? A tent?
Watch your mouth, boy. The Garifuna Settlement Day sale, November 14th to the 19th. That's 6 full days of savings, only the Mikado.
Okay, Gran. What else happened so then?
Child, then got green tag sale, 50% off selected items. And then they got 10 to 20% off store-wide. And that include the new stock that just reached too. They got curtains, cushion covers, home decor, and 3D wallpaper. And it's so pretty, Junior.
Oh, Bim. Alright, you do a little shopping then.
Huh, boy, try for me. Grab my purse with a red Mikado today.
Mikado is celebrating Garifuna heritage with its annual Garifuna Settlement Day sale, embracing community, tradition, and color. Join us from November 14th to the 19th at Mikado, 37 Albert Street, downtown Belize City. Mikado, the textile palace, famous for better prices.
This Christmas, get into the joy with Uno. Imagine winning a shiny motorcycle, a brand new TV, a brand new fan or grocery coupons to make your holiday shopping easier. The surprises keep coming. All you have to do is visit Uno, and for every $25 on fuel, you'll get a coupon. Fill out and participate. Get one coupon for each quart of Uno lubricants or 2 for a gallon. Visit your nearest Uno gas station today. Fill your tank and drive into Christmas cheer with Uno. Uno gas stations.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Pony Drive in Belize City. That's right on Pony Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Indian restaurant located at 148 Mutong Barracks Road in Belize City, saying great authentic Indian cuisine. More space, a VIP area, and better ambience. Visit them at their new location or place your order via WhatsApp to 614-667. Restaurant. Come enjoy a true Indian experience.
Are you still circling around the city, searching high and low for a parking spot? Stop wasting time, energy, and, most importantly, costly fuel. Bring your ride to the Downtown Plaza parking lot and park your baby in a safe, dedicated space. No need to risk parking on the streets where your baby can be scratched, dented, or bumped. Downtown Plaza parking lot offers safe, easy, and convenient parking right in the heart of the city. Just head to Albert Street, make a right turn on Bishop Street, and you are there in a secure, worry-free environment. Imagine the peace of mind knowing your car is in a safe spot while you enjoy your day. So, don't delay. Park with confidence at the Downtown Plaza parking lot, where convenience meets safety and peace of mind is guaranteed.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
Muy buenos dias, my beautiful Sunup on 7 family. Welcome back to your Monday episode. Ren and I are going to be engaging now with the Belize Diabetes Association. Today they're here to raise awareness about diabetes and how this affects the quality of life of everybody that's affected by it, but also the community. It's going to be a very, very interesting topic. So we thank you so much for joining us. On our couch, we have President of the Belize Diabetes Association, Ms. Lynette Valeria, joining us. Ms. Lynette, how is your Monday energy today?
Good, Kevin. Yesterday, we had our Ride Out Diabetes activity.
Oh.
So
you
that
still
has
have good vibes
energized.
from there.
Exactly.
I love it. We're going to talk about that in a bit, right? And then also we have Mr. Tylon Tillett, a diabetes educator at the Belize Diabetes Association. How are you, Mr. Tillett?
I am great. Got nice energy yesterday from the ride, the participation. So we're rolling on that high, rolling right into the 14th, which is World Diabetes Day. That's why we're here.
All right,
here,
which is this
14th.
week.
Man,
Yeah.
let's talk about just the importance of allowing persons to know more about diabetes and why they have a day. I feel like there should be a whole. Is it that we have a week or we just have a day?
We have a month and a specific date, yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm glad we have that. Okay,
Whole month,
We have a
yes.
whole because it's a big conversation. I'm sure many people have heard or seen to as well. In 2024, we had 204 persons losing their lives to diabetes. It's the third leading cause of deaths in our country.
Yeah.
It's a big conversation to have. It's something that we should not be taking lightly because people are dying.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about just the education for diabetes. How is it going about? And of course, for persons that maybe for some reason are living on a rock and they're not taking it seriously or not understanding what diabetes really brings, how can we educate them? What should we let them know?
Okay. First of all, I want to thank you guys for allowing us to be on this couch today and talk about diabetes. So diabetes is something that continues to affect all of us. I'm sure each one of us here and our families and people listening knows somebody who has died from diabetes or somebody who has diabetes or their own family member is living with the condition.
Yeah.
The theme for World Diabetes this year is diabetes and well-being. So it's well-being, and that's not only your mental health, your physical health, but your emotional health. So diabetes affects your entire well-being. And so we have been focusing a lot on awareness and education. We have been partnering with the Ministry of Health and Wellness, so we do joint activities together with health fairs, educational promotion, and this year we are focusing in the workplace, workforce wellness. So we're going out in the businesses to do free testing and free education.
Wow.
So we're reaching out to the business community. We are available to come and do education awareness for their staff because as you know, the workforce, the people who are working for the business, they're like the engine for those business.
Of course.
We have a car and we know when that engine go bad, it get broke down, how it happens. So the workforce is actually like the engine for the business. And so business need to invest in that. So we want business to just take a little bit more importance to wellness, not only diabetes, but the entire NCDs, cancer, kidney, and all these
If you were to,
diseases.
let's say a business is tuned in and they would like to create their space that is inclusive and mindful of their human resources that have diabetes, what are some practical things they can do within their workspace to accommodate persons that have diabetes?
Yes, exactly. That's a very good question, Kev. So we always encourage business to have like maybe a room that they call wellness room. From time to time, people just need a little break to just clear their head. Or people who are taking medication or doing insulin, they would want to go to that room and maybe take their insulin instead of going using the bathroom or the toilet to do those things. So that is one thing businesses, the HR could have. Let's call this room, this space, a wellness area. So you can go and take a little 5, maybe, but just be mindful. You just want to have some kind of time to just calm down. Maybe something is bothering. All of us go through a stress. And stress is something that also contributes to diabetes. Stress, other things, and Tylon can talk about, more about a lot of the complications that diabetes can bring as well.
Yeah. So Tylon,
let's... We want to remind the public that all NCDs are manageable. There are ways to manage it before you catch it. Some of these things are hereditary, and that there's a marker inside of you that at some point it is going to show. But if you start taking care of yourself now, you can delay these things. And if you find out that you have these things, management is critical. But trying to operate in a normal setting, how you normally operate, not knowing that you have this thing inside of you that is affecting how you function is going to limit you. So test, whether it is diabetes that we're here for today, cancer, high blood pressure, you know that you're not feeling 100% yourself, take that responsibility and visit a medical facility and do a blood work. Do something yearly, every 6 months, check up to make sure that something is not hampering you and slowing you back from being your best self. And so that's what we want people to do, because you live with these diseases, and I am constantly exposed to American doctors that visit Belize, and they tell me all the time that Belizeans have the superpower of walking around with some elevated numbers and still functioning more than other nationalities or groups. That sounds like a good thing, but it is actually a bad thing. Because while you're there functioning, having diabetes for the last 5 or 6 years, you're not knowing it is causing an unprecedented amount of damage inside your body. So now one day the numbers get really out of order and you end up at the hospital, and that's when you find out that, okay, your kidneys has been compromised. Maybe your eyesight may go in, and you think, okay, just to get old, no. It's that disease inside of you that is eating away at you. And one of the common things that we're seeing of late is that somebody get a lead infection pan and toe, and it's not something complicated, or you hit your toe, or everybody have a lead, what we call ground itch between your toe, that lead, rub between your toe, and bacteria enters your foot. You have diabetes, you didn't know, your foot end up blowing up, and that leads to an amputation. Affecting the quality of your life.
And I think people don't necessarily, because like you said, you're walking around, you're not realizing that you have diabetes and you're not taking care of yourself, not taking the necessary precautions. You can lose your leg. You can lose your entire foot in that way, and then your whole life changes afterwards. Talking about losing your eyesight, these are things that help you function on a day-to-day basis. It's not something to be taken lightly, that we can say, oh, well, that's one leg, oh, that's eyesight, because you ask any average person how they function with if they did not have a leg, it would be a hard battle to. You live in a 2-story house, you lose your leg. How do you start moving to and from in that 2-story house? You lose your eyesight. Imagine you're a teacher. Imagine you're somebody that needs your eyesight to be able to properly do your job too as well. What happens there after?
And it's like you can lose your independence as that you have, right? And then you are dependent on other people, so like that increases the burden, the stress, and the change in the life of persons. We have a viewer asking if you can kindly share what are the symptoms of diabetes for them to
pay attention to as well a little bit more.
I'm sure that I'll ask Ms. Lynette.
So definitely the symptoms, and these are symptoms that could also be other things as well. But we see that we have frequent urination. People go to the bathroom regularly. People are thirsty. Sometimes even females, there's like that vaginal itch. So that's something that they could, also check that there could be some issues. Symptoms as well could include tingling in your feet. People have blurry vision because, as Talon was mentioned, people have diabetes and they don't even know it. And then you hear that all of a sudden they get blurry vision and they go to the doctor. Doctor said they have diabetes. They did not know. Women, vaginal itch, they go and check, oh, it's diabetes. And it's not contagious. It's not like your partner will give that to you. It's because your glucose level has been so elevated. And think of glucose, it's sugar. And what causes that? Because we eat a lot of carbs. Our plate is so huge with carbs, and when that goes into the body, it breaks down as glucose. Glucose is sugar. And if you have too much sugar in the bloodstream, just imagine like syrup in your bloodstream. That clogs up the blood vessels. And when that clogs up the blood vessels, the tiny blood vessels that we have in our eyes get clogged. So the blood is not passing through so we can see properly. The same thing with our hearts. We get clogged arteries, and then we get heart attack. And the same thing with the blood flow to the feet. So if you're not exercising, the blood will not be pumping up and then flowing up and through your body. So the blood needs to be flowed. And think of it, Kevin, Renata, if the bloodstream is thick and saturated with glucose, sugar, it can be hard to pass through.
Your heart will work extra hard.
Exactly, extra hard to pump that blood. And that's why people who maybe live sedentary life, the blood is not flowing all to the extremities of their fingers, their toes. So if the blood is not circulating, then we start to feel numbness. The numbness comes in,
the little
tingling, yes, the little prickling, and then those things comes, we call it neuropathy. And when that happens, because it's numb, if they get a punctured like, toenail, a stone or something hit their feet, they can't feel it. And that's what causes the infection. They don't feel it, they don't even know it. Next thing you know, they have to amputate it. But the key thing is that people need to check their glucose level, especially if they have family history of diabetes. If your grandmother, your mother, because sometimes it skips generation. Maybe your grandmother have it, your mother doesn't have it, then the children would have it. So if they have family history of diabetes, you're at risk. If they are obese or overweight, they are at risk. If they have hypertension, they are at risk. And just, our overall lifestyle. If we're stressed out, we are at risk. Some people are saying, I'm eating well, I'm exercising, but I'm still have high glucose level. And I ask, is there anything bothering you? Yes, there's stress. It could be, we live with some stress. It could be anything, financial issues, domestic issues, family relationship issues. It could be that. Stress is one of the factors that have been contributing to diabetes.
I didn't even think about stress as an aspect too as well. Listen, I wanted to know, I know you say we need to check, but how often do people need to check to us all? Because I think maybe somebody, if they check this year, they're not check till next year. How does it work when it comes to being regular in your checks?
They have two testing. We have random, where you can just pop in and do any tests. You can go to our pharmacy, you can go to our office. We do it free of charge. Random is they would take a prick on your finger, get a blood and test. But that may be influenced by several factors. What you eat the night before, what you eat the early morning. But one of the, what we call is the best indicator is what we call an A1C test. So the A1C test is a test that will take your blood level for the past 3 months to see how the 3 months have been, and that will be the indicator. So you take that A1C test, and for people not living with diabetes, that number has to be like 5% or below. People living with diabetes, like 7%. Anything more than 7%, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, damages are happening. Because that A1C test will take the average. Because if you take a test right now, maybe you just finished, had something sweet, or you just finished eating, so it would impair the number. But we always recommend a fasting. So first thing in the morning, no breakfast, you take that, and that will give you a good reading. If you cannot afford the A1C test.
I want to remind people that a big part of diabetes is wellness. And as we mentioned before, stress can cause diabetes, blood glucose levels to be up. But if your body is malfunctioning and your blood glucose is high, it affects your thought process. One of the big things that we're going through in the world today is mental health. Everybody stressed out about different things, but sometimes if your body is not functioning optimally and your brain is not getting that quality, decent blood that you need, that is also a factor that is regulating how you think. So it's important to have your body functioning at max capacity so that you can think good thoughts, because the brain affects the body and the body affects the brain. And I want to remind people, if you are a diabetic and you've lost any kind of body functioning to some extent, your mental health can take a toll. Like we said, you're losing your feet, you are a contractor, you don't used to climb up on buildings, or you're a taxi operator that is already doing these type of jobs. No, you can't do that. You have to depend on family. But we have this theory that says when somebody in a household is sick, everybody in that house is sick, because everybody has to play a role for that individual to recover or re-engineer their lives so that they can still be productive and take care of themselves.
That's so true.
Talon, we have a question from our viewer asking, what are some good foods to not develop diabetes? Or what should a diet look like to prevent diabetes?
I am a warrior against certain ideas that I believe personally that Belizeans have towards consumption of foods. For example, I've heard people who are diabetic say, oh, but I eat whole wheat rice. and I eat whole wheat flour, or I'm not whole wheat rice, how do I call it? The type of rice, man. All right then, like a better version of the rice, or I eat whole wheat flour. Flour is flour, rice is rice.
Okay.
Both of these things break down into sugar.
Right.
Now, if you look at the typical Belizean diet, we have a whole pile of rice. We have some meat in our corner.
Potato
and we leave it a
salad.
cold
And a
slack.
potato salad, which is also carbs, but just try that.
Or you go to I don't want to call no name, right? But you go buy a fried chicken. That fried chicken is fried in oil. That oil breaks down into carbohydrates. The skin on that fried chicken was made with your favorite seasoned flour, and that skin there, that will do it to you. The fries, you understand? So it's portion size and recognizing what will trigger your body to have that response. So what I tell Belizeans all the time, flour to flour, rice to rice, those portions need to be limited.
Yeah. But just to add to the response, Kevin, so I would encourage a lot of veg. So we always encourage people to have veg. Half of the plate veg. Just it could be your lettuce, whatever your greens. I always if the people have potato salad, up for veg. Or even coleslaw. Fresh veg or coleslaw. Have half of the plate of that. And the portion of carbohydrates should be this portion. Whatever can fit in your palm, this would be the amount of rice, potato, pasta, tortillas, whatever.
We're definitely not following that rule.
And then
Literally, master, I do.
And then this portion
following that.
and this portion of the protein. So imagine your plate, a circle, half of it veg, 1/4 the protein, and 1/4 the carb. So if the person can eat that and water as your to drink it down.
People like the sugary drinks.
Oh,
that is true.
Oh,
Yes,
I actually was speaking to a colleague a while back about how you have to be mindful of the fruits that you're also eating as well, because the fruits have the sugars. And so because of that, sometimes people are like, I didn't eat the fruits, though. I didn't eat healthy. And it's like, how much fruits were you eating?
It's exactly portion size.
Yeah, like
so there are
mangoes.
some, yes, exactly. Some mangoes.
Even like the sweet banana too as well. When we'll wait till the banana get brown because you don't want to eat it.
Everything is in moderation, Renata. And sometimes people just want the taste. Just taste it. Okay, that's it. I've already tasted. Put it aside.
But it's called discipline too as well.
Yes, discipline.
Because the reality is, unfortunately, and I'm sure maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, when you go to these different food vendors, you will get these portions.
You tell them.
And even if you tell them sometimes,
you
still get, yes, because we've had cases where people have said, give me more vegetables than this, and they still give the amount what they normally give, like, oh, well, we don't do that. We give, this is our portion, this is it, or so. So it's sometimes also, if you get this plate and you realize that you're getting too much rice, just because you're rice, that doesn't mean you have to eat
exactly.
Yes.
You have to hold back.
Exactly.
The association is making an appeal to young persons to come and be volunteers and join us. Why? The prevalence of these NCDs, we have a generation now that is very much sedentary. When we miss small in here, we outside to play ball, they run boat, ride bike.
Swim.
Yeah, this current generation sits around on tablets, and it's not a criticism, it's the way how life is progressing. So bad diet combined with no social activity is going to lead to, and we're seeing a rise in NCDs in persons under 25 years old. They are heavier. Like someone told me the other day, they said, do you know anybody over 75 that weighs more than 200 pounds? And so I said, you know what? I want to reach 75, so I have to come under that. But it's an interesting statistic. If you know older persons that are 75, 80, it's always somebody that has a lower body mass index. But what we're seeing, like I said, we're seeing younger people showing up with high blood pressure. We have, and I've seen this at the KHMH, we see people in their 20s having strokes. And like I said, it's a combination of lifestyle. We're not moving. We have jobs at call centers that keeps you sitting all day, you understand me? And you're eating bad food. It's a recipe for disaster.
Yes. And that's why, Renata, we want to work with the work businesses. We want these businesses to understand that the employees, their workforce, for them to have wellness. So we could talk about they have sports day. If they have health fair, they could just
a break for walk,
a little break, or do encourage their teams to engage in sports. Sometimes they have intramurals or intercity basketball. All these they could participate. Cycling. So the staff could sponsor their team to do basketball, cycling, whatever sport, but just get into exercise and encourage wellness.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's easy to have, maybe a sports day. It could have a fair. And we at the Belize Diabetes Association and all the other civil society organizations can come and support, because that's our mission, to go and educate and bring awareness.
Definitely.
Most definitely.
As we start wrapping up on this conversation, Talon, can you kindly share the contact information for people to volunteer? If there's any business that wants to collaborate with the Diabetes Association, how can they go ahead and do that?
We are at the corner of Mahogany and Central American Boulevard. There's a little, there's a building, brown building right in the corner. We have an open door policy. We are open from 8 in the morning till 4 in the evening. Somebody is always at the office willing to give you some health education and provide a space that if you're a diabetic and you're registered with us, you have a community there. You can sit there, and we try to address the psychosocial aspects of our members. There are benefits for members. We provide syringes, certain levels of insulin. We do testing. Test strips is an issue in Belize. We always try to have these things on stock. If you're a diabetic that is managing your disease, we have a Facebook page.
Yes.
And we have a phone number that I can't remember.
203-3333. 203-3333.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of threes.
Yes,
But we got
and
it.
they could find us on the website, on the Facebook. We have a lot of information on our Facebook page, on our website. We are looking for volunteers to come and help us, because, Kev, there's a lot of work. And we need people to just join us, and people who are passionate about serving the community. Students can get volunteer community hours by volunteering. Anybody need community hours, just reach out to us. We have projects going on that we could have them take on for a short period of time.
Yeah,
I love it. But I think, this conversation revolves around us being super mindful of how wellness looks and entails. Finding out about our history in our family of these things, and taking our tests, being mindful of what we eat. Because like I said, sometimes the fruit that we love so much could be the fruit that's causing issues to us. So people in here did not realize about the brown rice. They thought that they were doing great things or so, but understanding rice to rice, flour to flour too as well. But having these conversations more regularly too as well is super important. But I'm grateful that we could have this here. And
so much
for
for
people out
doing
there,
this.
volunteer. Let's get this thing done. Let's have all hands on deck, and let's work towards having healthier community, people that are making active decisions for their well-being and their families, because everybody in the household, like you mentioned, gets sick. And it wouldn't just be Kevin, it's everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So let's take it into our own hands and let's make this happen. But with that, guys, we're going to go to our next commercial break. And when we are back, we dive into our last conversation with Beltrade about their great project. Stay tuned.
Great.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
Boy, Junior, put on your shoes, boy. We're going to Mikado right now.
Again, Granny, what you so now? A tent?
Watch your mouth, boy. The Garifuna Settlement Day sale, November 14th to the 19th. That's 6 full days of savings, only the Mikado.
Okay, Gran, what else happened so then?
Child, then got green tag sale. 50% off selected items. and then they got 10 to 20% off store-wide. And that include the new stock that just reached too. They got curtains, cushion covers, home decor, and 3D wallpaper. And it's so pretty, Junior.
Oh, Bim. Alright, you do a little shopping then.
Huh, boy, try for me. Grab my purse with a red Mikado today.
Mikado is celebrating Garifuna heritage with its annual Garifuna Settlement Day sale, embracing community, tradition, and color. Join us from November 14th to the 19th at Mikado, 37 Albert Street, downtown Belize City. Mikado, the textile palace, famous for better prices.
This Christmas, get into the joy with Uno. Imagine winning a shiny motorcycle, a brand new TV, a brand new fan, or grocery coupons to make your holiday shopping easier. The surprises keep coming. All you have to do is visit Uno, and for every $25 on fuel, you'll get a coupon. Fill out and participate. Get one coupon for each quart of Uno lubricants or 2 for a gallon. Visit your nearest Uno gas station today. Fill your tank and drive into Christmas cheer with Uno. Uno gas stations.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Indian restaurant located at 148 Mutong Barracks Road in Belize City, saying great authentic Indian cuisine. More space, a VIP area, and better ambience. Visit them at their new location or place your order via WhatsApp to 614-667. Restaurant. Come enjoy a true Indian experience.
Are you still circling around the city, searching high and low for a parking spot? Stop wasting time, energy, and, most importantly, costly fuel. Bring your ride to the downtown plaza parking lot and park your baby in a safe, dedicated space. No need to risk parking on the streets where your baby can be scratched, dented, or bumped. Downtown Plaza parking lot offers safe, easy, and convenient parking right in the heart of the city. Just head to Albert Street, make a right turn on Bishop Street, and you are there in a secure, worry-free environment. Imagine the peace of mind knowing your car is in a safe spot while you enjoy your day. So, don't delay. Park with confidence at the Downtown Plaza parking lot, where convenience meets safety and peace of mind is guaranteed.
Beautiful Sun Up on 7 family, welcome back to your Monday episode. I hope that you're enjoying the company of Renata and I, and also our guests that come to today's episode. If you missed any of our conversations, you can always go back and watch our Facebook recorded live, and also stay tuned to our Facebook and Instagram pages to know who our guests and what conversations they bring to the show. We have one last conversation, and Beltrade has exciting news to share. They have a new project, the Grit Project, which is going to benefit women entrepreneurs in rural spaces. If you are one of those or you know somebody, please stay tuned to what details we're going to be sharing here on Sunup today. And joining us on our couch, we have Omar Castillo, Senior Business Advisor at Export Belize at Beltrade. Omar, good morning. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I am well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. And also, you have a colleague of yours, Mr. Wayne Elliott. He's joining via Zoom. He's the manager of the technical programs at Caribbean Export Development Agency. Mr. Wayne, good morning. How are you doing today, sir?
I think you're mute. Let me just...
You're muted.
You're muted, so we're not hearing you. We're seeing you, definitely.
Okay, we're going to work on that.
We're going to work out the technical difficulties as we navigate the conversation. But like Kevin said, the excitement comes for us to be able to support women entrepreneurs, and we're looking at rural communities and everything. Talk to us a little bit about Beltrade and how they have been able to support and be a part of this project and what it really means for them.
All right. Well, Beltrade has a huge client base. Beltrade has a client base of well over 3,000 entrepreneurs countrywide in Belize. Wow. And Beltrade has some key mandates that it carries out. One of them being enterprise development, and another being export promotion and development.
Okay.
So we have a task to work with entrepreneurs and businesses operating in Belize, whether it be in the domestic space or in international trade. So when the Caribbean Export reached out to us to propose the partnership, it was a no-brainer for us. Right? Beltrade has the mandate of trying to facilitate export, while the Grit project is a project that aims to provide capacity building and technical assistance and resource allocation that will promote and facilitate and build these entrepreneurs, these women entrepreneurs, to move towards exportation and to accessing these markets. So it was a no-brainer for us, and we are very excited to partner with Caribbean Export on the initiative.
Definitely. It's exciting to hear that there's capacity building opportunities, but also like expanding the market for women entrepreneurs, which is very beneficial in many ways. What we also know about the Grit project is that Belize is one of the beneficiaries of like other Caribbean countries that are participating also in this initiative, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So the Grit project, which stands for Caribbean Women Entrepreneurs Generating Resilient and Inclusive Trade, right? Grit. Yeah. Very long name, so so let's call it the Grit Project. So the Grit Project is being launched in 6 Caribbean nations, including Belize, and they are aiming to benefit or to impact 800 women entrepreneurs in these 6 countries. So so Belize is one of the beneficiaries, yes, and the representatives from Export Caribbean are in country this week to carry out a number of launch activities to roll out the Grit project.
Very good.
Yes.
So with that, let's bring Mr. Wayne into the conversation. Can you give us more details for us to, one, get to know more about the Caribbean Export Development Agency, and also like how, what can people expect from this project?
Sure, no problem. Can you signal? Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, we're hearing you loud and clear.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Kevin and Renata, for having me on Sunup chat here on Channel 7. And so I'm the manager for technical programs at Caribbean Export. And essentially, we are the region's export promotion and investment promotion and facilitation agency. Fundamentally, think about Beltrade working on the export development of entrepreneurs, and then on the investment promotion and attracting investment into Belize. This is very similar. Caribbean Export essentially does this on the regional scale. So we're the ones working with regional entrepreneurs, maybe after they've gone through some of the programs here with Beltrade, to really help them to get into international markets. We're also the ones who would be trying to market the region as a whole as a place more than sun, sea, and fun, a place to do really serious investment and really trying to bring the investment that we want to see into the Caribbean region to finance the projects and investment projects that we want to finance or have financed here. With the GRIT program and the Women-Owned Firm program, this is a program that's being financed by the government of Canada. And as Omar said, we're going to be working in 6 countries, Belize being one. But what's very interesting about the GRIT project is really the way that it is really designed. It's really designed to facilitate the hand-holding and really working with women-owned firms and entrepreneurs to move them from the stage that they're at to the next stage, right? And that's defined by the entrepreneur and by the firm itself. So for us, we would love to work with innovative entrepreneurs who are interested in greening their businesses, who are interested in digitizing their businesses, and even in exporting regionally and internationally, right? If there's a very keen interest on exporting into the Canadian market, and you're a woman entrepreneur, you have a woman-owned firm or led firm, then the GRIT project is for you. For us, it was very important to be able to design the project in such a way that we could provide the hand-holding and the additional support that we really think is necessary to move and really get and to develop a prowess within an international market. It's not the easiest endeavor, but we do believe that with the GRIT support and the support of our partners, Beltrade, as well as the government of Canada and others around the region, that we'll be able to move Caribbean products specifically put forward by women-owned firms into international markets.
Excellent. I feel like you answered one of my questions already, Wayne, when I was looking at the end goal is beyond just building a capacity for these entrepreneurs, but also, like you're saying now, it's to actually get their products to be internationally exchanged, be moving out. And so talk to us a little bit, if you can, about how the hand-holding of capacity building really looks here. Because to have you to export, that is a big thing. Your product has to be up to standard. You have to also have a lot of things in place. How does it look really when it comes to the rollout of this and what's being taught?
Sure, no problem. Let me give you a sense. So this, over the next 3 days, we'll be here in Belize. Today and tomorrow at the hotel here, the Grand Resort and Residence. Essentially what we'll be doing is this is the sensitization mission. This is us really trying to get the word out so that women, entrepreneurs, women-owned firms, they have a really good idea of the program and what's going to be happening. Here, we're going to, over the next 2 days, we're going to be indulging in conversations around exporting into the Canadian market. What are the preferences? Where are we doing well? Where aren't we doing so well? What are they demanding? How is it like operating in that market? On Wednesday, we'll do the official launch with Beltrade and the government of Belize for the project in Belize. And essentially, then that's where the official project kind of kicks off. It will continue with capacity building, so we'll go really in depth on all the topics required for really moving forward towards the export market. So partnering with the Bureau of Standards and other agencies to really help you to understand, or help women-owned firms to understand what the requirements are, and not just understand them, but also meet them. So requirements related to packaging and labeling, and any other standard that they may need to get into the market. So really working with them to perfect the product, working on the shelf life of the product and testing, making sure that everything is ready for the regional or international market. Another part of the support that we're going to be offering is really what we refer to as the launch to market. And essentially how that's going to work is we're going to have a cohort of entrepreneurs who are essentially going to be preparing to enter into the market. So we'll get into all the weeds, all the details, and by the end of that capacity building session, your product, you the entrepreneur, the business, you're going to essentially be ready for your launch in the market. For those who want to enter the Canadian market, we're also going to be having some in-market support. And essentially what that means is that we'll be taking Caribbean entrepreneurs to the Canadian market for immersion activities, as well as to potentially showcase in expos or trade missions, right? And once that's completed, the other thing that the program is going to be offering would be grants. So the government of Canada has graciously given us just about 800,000 Canadian dollars to utilize as grant resources for women-owned firms so that they can essentially fast-track the investments that they were going to make to really export sooner and create the jobs that we really want to see in the Caribbean.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for looking out for women entrepreneurs specifically to benefit from this great project. Omar, where are we? Because you said today and tomorrow there's the capacity building sessions.
Yes.
Is there opportunity for people to still sign up for the
That are
program?
not maybe members of Beltrade or something along that line. Can they still
Yes.
be able to take advantage of it?
What would the process
Yes, we are still open to participation in the project. They can reach out to Beltrade at our phone numbers 880-3737 or email at info@beltrade.bz. And we could try to facilitate the registration and their participation in the project.
Very
right?
good.
The workshop starts today, so for those in the area, we would urge you all to try to join and be a part of it. But more so, remember that it is a 4-year-long project and initiative. So even if you don't get to participate in today's sessions, which, like Mr. Wayne said, is more of an introductory, trying to get the ball rolling, sensitization, you can still participate in the project and benefit from these key activities that will be going on.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good. So if somebody's interested in participating, what do they need to have to enroll?
Okay, well, we mentioned the key focus areas. I mean, the project welcomes women entrepreneurs of any industry or in any arena, but there is a special focus for women entrepreneurs that are, or women-led businesses that are also, youth-led, rural-based, indigenous-owned, and even led by women that are dealing with disabilities or operating with disabilities, right?
Okay.
So the key the reason for having this focus is to ensure that these groups who are many times left out when it comes to these sorts of initiatives, that they're included. So GRIT seeks to offer a very inclusive initiative that can benefit all these individuals. So once you meet these specifications or these criteria, and of course you are an entrepreneur operating in Belize, then you can sign up to benefit, right? And you will, of course, be able to benefit from the capacity building workshops, the technical assistance that the Caribbean Export will be offering, and of course the support that Beltrade will be able to give you on the ground here in Belize while the project is being carried out.
I love
Excellent.
it. Yes.
Is there anything that showcases or involves like recording some of these sessions too as well for persons to go back and just in the reference that maybe somebody is living in one of those rural areas down south and they're not able to make it to the session today or later on? I know that this is a 4-year project and everything, but I'm not sure if it's been accounted for having video recordings for people to be able to still get access to that information.
Right, sure. I mean, given that GRIT focuses on or has a huge focus on rural-based businesses and, indigenous women entrepreneurs, then this is a consideration we have to take into mind. And because of that, of course, we will be doing our best to ensure recordings. Where possible, we can maybe offer live participation virtually, and these are some of the considerations that must be taken because of the target group that we're looking at. Right? It's not easy for rural entrepreneurs to travel many times, right?
Yes.
It's a long journey.
It's a long trek, and I'm just navigating or thinking about a lot of amazing female entrepreneurs that I know that are down south that make the Jipa Japa earrings and they do the different outfits and so forth. So I'm just thinking about them being able sometimes to make it all the way to Belize City to do this. So having them accounted for also is super important.
Right, and we're also looking at trying to live stream certain activities that we're doing as well. But you mentioned something that is key, these amazing entrepreneurs that are down south, because this week's activity in the latter part of the week, Beltrade and of course Caribbean Export will be taking a journey down south to interact personally with some of these women entrepreneurs in the Stank Creek and the Toledo district. We're looking at indigenous and rural entrepreneurs, in the Maya communities, the Garifuna communities, and And we'll be engaging in consultations to gather key information and to kind of get a better understanding of where they are. So, so we will be in the area consulting with these entrepreneurs for Thursday and Friday of this week. So we will be going around with Caribbean Export. And some of the key sectors that they are looking at, of course, includes these artisan products. Other products or other sectors such as fresh produce, agro-processing, ecotourism, even digital services. These are areas or sectors that they consider new high growth areas or areas that have potential for growth and expansion. So they're looking at entrepreneurs from these various sectors to try to benefit from, you know, the capacity building, the technical assistance, the resource allocation later on, and what have you.
Wow, it's definitely a lot to look forward to coming from the GRIT project. And we wish you and everybody that's implementing this project all the best. And everybody that's going to be benefiting from it, we wish them all the best. And it's really good to see them that they're going to be able to succeed as an entrepreneur and tap into the Caribbean and possibly Canadian markets too. So it's really, really, really
thank you for that because
Thank you very much, Kevin, Renata. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, as you wrap up, Mr. Wayne, do you have any last words to share with our viewers and people that are going to be benefiting from this project?
No, of course. Thank you very much for having us, Kevin, Renata. As Omar said, we'll be out and about in the communities, hearing from you, really understanding how we can support you. The good thing about the GRIT program is we have written into it the ability to meet entrepreneurs where they are. And so many of the considerations to ensure that everyone is included can be taken. Many of those actions can be taken. The one thing that I would urge your listenership and your viewership, if there's a woman entrepreneur who you know can really benefit from this support, who you know is really working to get into an international market, really needs this support, please mention the GRIT program to her. Invite her to our sessions. We'll be in and around. We'll be working through and with Beltrade on the execution of this. And the really good thing about it, Renata, from a question you mentioned there, GRIT is designed in such a way that it goes at the pace of the entrepreneur. You can interact with GRIT. Let's say you're interested in the capacity building sessions, but you're not yet ready to export into international market. I would still encourage you to come and participate in the capacity building sessions, build your capacity and move your business forward. And so for us, we're grateful to the people of Belize, to the government, as well as Beltrade for partnering with us to move this forward. To the Canadian government, we're also grateful for the resources to be able to dedicate to women-owned firms. And we're looking forward to engaging and really creating the results that we want to see for the Caribbean over the next 4 years. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, too. We're super excited because, as you know, we want to get our country to a point where we're exporting more than we're importing to as well. And we're also having opportunities for these persons that maybe don't even understand how they can open up this market. But you guys are creating that perfect door and that vehicle of opportunity for them to open up their horizons, because anything is possible with the right support, capacity building, and that dream and determination. So thank you guys both and all the best. We hope to have a follow-up conversation on like maybe how the rollout is going out, maybe to speak to one of the entrepreneurs, beneficiaries too. I'd love to hear like their testimony on how it's been supporting them, just to allow, again, this is a 4-year project, but to build the traction. So other entrepreneurs can see how beneficial it really is supporting, you know. Word of mouth is always the best advertising.
That's right. We're looking forward to coming on again and sharing the progress as time passes.
I love it.
Excellent.
Yeah, Omar, Wayne, thank you so much for joining us on this Monday episode. Again, all the best today and the trip and everything that is to come from this project. When it's time for us to wrap up the show,
to the ending
so we want to thank our guests that joined us today on Sunup on 7, the Belize Diabetes Association, raising awareness for diabetes, and also a call for volunteers if you're interested. They're located here in Belize City. Their contact information is going to be shared on Facebook, so you can go ahead and you can benefit and participate in this great community initiative. And of course, Full Tech was here also.
Talking about their November sales, as well as their coming up very soon Christmas sales too as well. You can check out their Facebook page, as well as check out Beltrade's Facebook page for the GRIT project to make sure you're keeping yourself abreast too as well. And call the numbers in. I know for specifically the Diabetes Association, the number is 203-3333. And then, of course, the number for Beltrade to be able to call in to be a part of the project is 880-3737. Guys, utilize these numbers, share with colleagues, share with people so that they can know what's happening in their country and benefit from all that's happening too as well. So with that, we come to the ending of our Montabulous Monday. So we'll send you off join Brandon and some amazing co-hosts tomorrow. I will not be in
all right.
tomorrow, but I'll be back with Kevin
On
bringing
Wednesday.
Wentablos Wednesday's vibe to you guys. So,
Yeah.
right.
So, bye, folks. Take care.
A place to call your home, a place where you can grow. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light. I've got you covered on all concerns we share today. You will discover how the world turns each day. When the sun comes